Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. We're talking to Scorpios. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome, welcome. Thank you to all who are joining me here today. Whether you are connected to a Scorpio, you are a Scorpio, or as you know, in the chart of our houses, we are all the elements here. We're all signs if you look at the house chart. So if this message resonates with you, great. If parts of it resonate, of course, not everything's going to resonate. Thank you to all who have liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Let's get into this message here, Scorpio. If you have a question or you'd like to hear a particular topic, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll meditate on it, see what more information we can find. Or if we're doing a new thing called Your Questions. If you have a question that you'd like answered, where we start a dialogue, we don't use the tarot, please feel free to reach out. Nine of Swords out here on the table. Scorpios, what do you need to hear? Page of Pentacles. Good news coming. Messages of good news. That's very big here, I feel. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You're worried about something that you feel like hasn't invested in you. You haven't invested in it. You feel like you haven't been invested in. It's worrying you. It keeps you up. Something you've invested in that you no longer want to is causing you nightmares. There's a feeling here of this isn't going to go away. What if this doesn't go away? But the main message I'm getting here, a card that is really standing out in this read, is the Page of Pentacles. And that is communication, and that is good news. Coming with an offer. This could be career related. Maybe you feel like you haven't had good offers as of late. People aren't investing in you. You're not getting responses that you'd like. You're not getting responses from your resume, something of that nature when you're applying for jobs. But the main message I'm getting here is good news is on the way. An offer is on the way. Like I said, could be career, could be personal, romantic, could be, we're talking to a lot of different people here. The Magician is out here. So it's what you're wanting. It's what you're trying to manifest. All the elements are out here: earth, water, air, fire. You're putting that all together for what you're manifesting. The King of Cups, now he's in the reverse. This is a holding back from something. Someone's holding back from you. So what I'm hearing is this is good news if this person is holding back from you, with the idea in mind of sometimes what we are rejected from is protection. Rejection is protection is a phrase that I had kind of a hard time adopting. And then once I did, I thought, yeah, I see this. I see this clearly. So it's something like that, like whatever you think you're wanting, your spirit team, the divine, is wanting something bigger, better for you. And they're actually wanting you to avoid something maybe you're not seeing clearly. Could be one scenario. Or you are holding back here from something that you're looking at it now like you would have liked to have invested in it. And you're wondering if that can be repaired. You've got the Hermit here. Let's get a little further. So we got a lot of different potential scenarios. The Hermit talks about going within, getting enlightenment. I think this is about getting clear, because I do get a sense of kind of all over the place. Like this could be career, or this could be love, or it could be all of this. I feel like maybe I'm speaking to somebody who hasn't invested in places that now they wish they had, or there have been situations where people haven't invested in them, then maybe they've pulled back and they haven't invested in other areas, and it's been kind of like a domino effect. And this can be in love and this can be in work. And I really get a sense that it's kind of in general someone's life in a lot of different areas. And so they're shrinking back, and they cause other people to shrink back by this, but they're really wanting to manifest something, and they're trying to figure that out. And again, I'm asked to repeat that there is good news coming here. That it's like a swirly effect. It's kind of like I'm out of control here. I've made some errors. I've contributed to some errors. Then some errors have happened, and I've ran with that energy, and there's been more errors here and more pullback from what I really want. But good news arrives. It's like, this is funny. I'm getting like the Lone Ranger appears. And if you're old enough to know the Lone Ranger, or if you watch the oldies stuff, yeah, he was a big hero on a white horse. But so he appears, and this is the part of the communication, like the symbolism of that would be, your divine team is here for goodness to arrive, for good news to arrive. Ace of Wands, yeah, because there's a passionate new beginning here. And you're just opening up the door for this. You're just opening up the book for this. If it's something you're studying, you're just opening up to this. Yeah, because I feel like you've been kind of held back or holding yourself back. So you're opening yourself up to new things, new situations, new people. This is good news. And something comes of this activity, this energy change up. King of Pentacles, you're going to be very successful. There is money here, potentially. King of Pentacles does talk about being successful financially. I feel like you will feel like you're on top of your game in a lot of these areas where maybe you were nervous or pulling back for some reason. Like, there's a lot of abundance here, and there's a lot of confidence that comes now in the energy. It's like the energy totally switches up. You'll know how this applies to you. But I do see a sense of shrinking back, and then boom, here you are. So that's either something that comes with this good news, or you, after hermiting and focusing in on yourself and maybe meditating, decide to change the energy up. And I do see that it changes. Two of Wands. Looking to your future. The question with a Two of Wands is often, do you want to stay where it's comfortable, or do you want to challenge yourself and see what else is out there? And that typically will mean big payoffs. Big lessons that can go, that can be big lessons that are difficult to go through, and big payoffs. When you go big, there's always an element of both. And I feel like that fits in with this energy perfectly, in that wherever you were comfortable became uncomfortable. And sometimes the divine will do that just to get you moving again. Get you out of your comfort zone and get you trying new things and changing up your energy. You've got the High Priestess here. Intuition. You're being asked to lean into your intuition, use your intuition. It's a reminder that you have really good intuition, or as I'm seeing it here more clearly, you intuitively knew or know this change needs to take place to open yourself up to new things. What else do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio is a bold sign. When I don't see them shrinking back too much for too long. When they make a decision to get involved in something, yeah, they're very active, very courageous. What else do we have for Scorpio? We've got a couple of cards out here, one on the floor. I'll grab that. You've got the Hangman. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of hanging out, taking a time out, and hermiting. And the hermit does a lot of inner work. On the floor, we have joining us the Six of Cups. Something in your past has caused you to say, yeah, I need a timeout here, and I need to reevaluate. The hermit reevaluates. Also, I'm getting, you're looking back at what made you happy as a child. Where your passions really lie. You need a reminder on that, maybe. card on the floor. Six of Swords and the Sun in the reverse. Because there is a sense of, I want to go to calmer waters and I want to be happy. It does have something to do with what you did as a child that made you just know this is what I love. And you're looking back on that time fondly. And I do feel like a big part of this message is that is something that you can have in your present, and it's really part of your purpose. You will not be surprised if we don't see the Eight of Pentacles out here, talking about soul purpose. Temperance we have out here now, finding the balance. Finding the balance within. So it's not so much a pull back and then here I am. It's a more balanced, here I am and I'm here to stay. Going with the flow, a lot of peace. Yeah, there's something about looking back at what you really love to do that is very peaceful for you, that is supposed to be peaceful for your present. Integrated into your present, I'm hearing. Peaceful in the integration and peaceful in your present. We've got the Queen of Wands. It's really going to open you up, make you feel alive again. A lot of passion, a lot of charm, a lot of dynamics involved in whatever this is. You're going to go after this boldly. Second deck. More messages for our Scorpios. The King of Wands comes out here. This is a king that matches with your queen here. There may be an opportunity as you go after this thing that really makes you feel alive, that you find a partner that also feels alive in this setting, or you just find each other. Based on energies that are magnetized to one another. You've also got the Five of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. Don't focus on the regrets. There's something defensive here that you have in your character or in your past situations. Don't focus on that. And a good way to combat that is to do the gratification exercise I've mentioned in a couple of these readings, where you every day are spending like a minute going over the previous day and what you're grateful for. Or you're just going over, this is what I'm really grateful for. Or maybe it's just one or two things, and you just keep focusing in on that and how that makes you feel. And with gratitude, send out to the universe and to your divine crew, your spirit guides. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this, for this, or this, and roll off a list. That will really help you with regrets, and that's a really great combatant to being defensive. Message here, stay out of those zones. Knight of Swords in the reverse, because it just makes you, when you're defensive and you're thinking about your regrets, it puts you in a state that isn't clear. And remember, you are hermiting, or you have hermited, you have gotten enlightenment. And the Knight of Swords talks about being dizzy and confused, and there's foggy. And you're not foggy, you're clear. Remind yourself, you're clear. Don't get back into the defensive and the regrets, because it'll start to make you unclear, blurry. Let's go one more time with this second deck. What are we seeing here? We're seeing the Fool. Yeah, you're taking a leap. This is a brand new beginning. I really sense a lot of happiness here. We saw that with the card that I was asked to really hit home, which was communication, good, something good good news, communication, an offer of sorts. And you've got the Queen of Swords out here. A reminder that you are very sharp. You know how to navigate these waters, how to slay any dragons. You've got this. Belief in self. Believe in self. Use your good intuition. Wow, lots of cards coming out when we talk about belief in self. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. Make good choices. The wheel turns. When you do so, the wheel turns. Good luck is on your side when that wheel turns, based on good choices. So don't get fuzzy on these choices. Don't be talking to yourself about regrets and being defensive. That puts you in a state of being unclear. Be clear. Make good choices. Be clear on your choices. The wheel turns with that momentum. Good luck is on your side. Let's take a couple more cards here. 8 of Pentacles. I thought it would come out. It comes out in the reverse, though. This talks about not working. Maybe all of this, holding yourself back, and we talked early on about maybe not seeing results from your resume or whatever you're seeking here. Yeah, something's being held back here, or it's not working, or, the core of this maybe stems from not working. Get back in the game. Ace of Wands in the reverse, because when you're thinking about your regret and you're being defensive here, and if this does have to do with, let's say, your resume, or, I'm just going to use that as an example. You're not getting callbacks on a resume, and you're not working, and every day you're just getting more and more confused and down in the dumps and defensive and thinking about your regrets. This is going to spiral you in a way you don't want to go. So be grateful, be thinking about what you're grateful for, anticipate and expect that good call, that good offer that's coming, and use your intuition to get clear on what it is that you loved as a kid. There is some sort of tie there. Make that your reality now, even if it's in baby steps. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it's like you really enjoyed painting as a child, and you're thinking, well, how do I make that a money maker? Well, it's not going to be easy, but do it in baby steps. Maybe volunteer somewhere, volunteer at a museum, start your own, start painting, start your own collection, start up a channel where you put your collection online for sale, or with your museum connections. I'm just trying to think this through, how each little step will lead you somewhere else. Your museum connections lead you to an art show, and you show a few pieces, something like that. Take it in baby steps, but you can see where you're changing up the energy and you're changing up your life, and you're moving in a direction that is Ace of Wands, a passion project. You're opening up to it. Something very key about looking back at what you loved and incorporating it in the now. The Two of Cups comes out. It's in the reverse here. This talks about disharmony. You do have harmony. So be very vigilant about staying in your harmony, staying balanced, because there is a sense with whomever I'm speaking with to falter and go back and forth. I don't want to say falter, actually. I would like to say tripped. You're tripped up. Sometimes you fall back into a non-harmonious state. So be very vigilant about staying harmonious, staying positive, and a lot of good can come from doing the meditations and the chanting about what you're grateful for. Just even a couple minutes a day. Final messages here for our Scorpios. Okay, I'll take that. There is supposed to be a new relationship for you, a new career for you, a new good offer for you. Okay, what you've got now is the Emperor, the Strength in the reverse, excuse me, the King of Cups, and the Hangman. So we know you've gotten the Hangman before. It's taking a time out. The King of Cups now is in the upright, yes. Because before he was in the reverse, and that was holding back. And now you're emotionally balanced. Your emotions are balanced. again, the repeating message of stay balanced and take a time out where you need to regroup, to stay balanced. And then your emperor comes out. Either you meet an emperor because you're in that like energy. This is the top dog. This is a really wonderful person who has their stuff together. They are great in business. They are very charming. They are very magnanimous. They are emotionally stable. They've got this balance, this emotional balance down. And that's who you want to be with. So you either draw that in because you're giving that off, or this is a reminder to give that off, that type of, that side of your personality. And the Strength in the reverse, because there are so many good cards, I think it's just saying, just remember that and the reason there are so many good cards here, and then the one that's upside down, just remember all of it is contingent on your self-esteem and your self-confidence and the balance. So with that in mind, go forward and go forward balanced, secure, confident. Let's do an oracle. And if you need to regroup to get there, if you're feeling like you're slipping out of that, regroup, get there. And each time you do that, it'll be a little bit easier. Love spell, you've been bewitched. Yeah, I definitely think that there's a potential for love to come out of this too, but I feel like as a whole, it's talking about your life. You know, finding what you love. And even I'm hearing being in love with self. You know, we can't bring anybody in that we will fully love until we love ourselves. I know that sounds like a cliche and it sounds a little bit silly, but if you really, really focus in on that, seriously, give that some time, it makes a lot of sense. That was your message, Scorpio. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like this read and you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. I thank you for all your efforts in that department up until this time. I really have appreciated those who have helped this channel along. It's meant a lot to me. And until next time, let's remember always who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thank you.